Welcome back to Hutchinson, Kansas, and the Hutchinson Sports Arena. We have just finished out the end of day one. 6 games in the books. We are joined by Wallace State head coach Alan Sharp. I hate to call it an upset because you won your district tournament.
You can do it. It's fine.
You were the 21 seed, and a great victory tonight. Just an incredibly impressive performance. How proud of your guys are you?
It's unbelievable. We've had 2 weeks to prepare for this team in Lee College, and we knew coming into this thing it was going to be a tall task. But we feel like we were prepared. We had a game plan. We've been with it for a couple weeks now. And really, I would never tell the guys this, but I always felt in the back of my mind, like, if we can make some shots, we can beat them. And it's kind of been the story of our season a little bit, where we've had some games where we slipped up and we didn't win that we should have. And a lot of it boiled down to making shots or not. And of course, that's just basketball for everyone. But I felt like if we could score it enough, we'd have a crack at it, and we did tonight.
In our pregame show, we talked a lot about how good Lee's defense was and that they were holding opponents to 28% on three-point attempts, and you guys just blistered the nets tonight. It came from everywhere, and one of the guys that really stood out to me and I thought was the best big man we saw on day one of the tournament was your big man inside, P.J. Eason. Talk a little bit about P.J. and what he brought to the table tonight.
I've for 25 years I've been coaching college basketball, and we've been 100% man-to-man. And we got in a situation this year because of our roster. We've had to play a lot of zone. And just to keep PJ in the game, obviously he played a ton of minutes tonight, but we play zone out of necessity. But throughout the course of the second half of the season, we've kind of fallen in love with it, and it's been good to us, and it's given us a chance to keep PJ on the floor as long as possible.
I think one of the great kind of differentiating points of the game tonight, 18-18, early in the game, Jimmy Williams, your star All-American, gets his second foul. Lee goes on a little run there. I believe it was 11-3, and you put him back in the game.
Yeah.
I mean,
gotta do it.
Huge move right there.
Yeah, gotta do it. You gotta do it. Like, there's no need saving him. Like, if we lose, we don't play, we're done. So, it's kind of like in baseball. Why are you saving your pitchers? Like, let's use them so we can win the ball game. So we went with it. And he's a smart enough kid and has good enough basketball IQ to know to try to stay away from fouling situations. But, yeah, he's got to be in the game.
Coach, this is the first time that we've gotten to see you guys play in person this year. And we both looked at each other a couple minutes into that game and said, these guys don't look like maybe what we might expect. These guys look like they're just going to go slobber knocker in the whack-jack or something like that.
Yeah.
You play a limited number of guys.
Yeah.
Talk to us a little bit about the Alabama League, just how good those players really are and how, honestly, under-recruited they are a lot of times.
Yeah, I agree. But I didn't feel like that when I was watching Odessa out there a minute ago before we played. I didn't feel like that. But, look, there's an old saying in coaching that the toughest league in the country is the one you're in, and we believe that. Because we don't have to beat somebody in West Texas or somebody in Florida to win our league. But, look, we have a good league and good players and good teams and good coaches, and it was a dogfight for us to get out here. We had to win 3 games in 3 days against 3 really good opponents. But, boy, we got hot and really started playing well at the right time, and I was worried with a 2-week layoff because, at basketball you never know.
Yeah.
But, boy, we kind of picked right up where we left off from the conference tournament and played well tonight.
Boy, it was a lot of fun watching your guys tonight. Go enjoy it with them and get ready for Indian Hills. Another easy one on the schedule for you.
Are they a pretty good team?
I've heard they're a pretty good program.
I've heard of that program.
Yeah, good. Okay, I'll have to look them up, see what they're about.
But they don't have Jimmy Williams.
They're in Iowa.
Yeah, it'll be great. What an opportunity for us to play against a team like that. We're looking forward to it, I guess, but thankfully we have a day off. That limited roster, they're going to ask me what time you want to practice tomorrow, Coach. I'm saying no practice tomorrow. We're laying in the bed.
There's going to be some ice involved. There's going to be, some lounging about a little bit.
That's right.
Yeah.
We're going to take it easy.
All right, rest up, Coach. Great to meet you. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you, guys.
You bet. Appreciate you, Coach. Thank you. Thank y'all for doing that.
Yeah, you bet. Thanks, Coach. What an amazing first day we had at the national tournament. 6 games in the books. We'll just kind of take a quick glance together here. Jimmy Williams, the All-American for Wallace State, ended up with 22 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, and the most important thing of all, he didn't foul out.
Absolutely. And, you said as we were sitting there watching the game, He's going out. Mark that down at 18-18. What kind of run do they go on? Lee goes on that run. Coach says, I don't think so. Puts Jimmy back in the game. Came back, took the lead. Never really looked back after that.
We talked all day. Lee, great three-point defense. Wallace State, better offense. 8 out of 15 for 3. And, great season for Lee. They came up a little bit short. And I'm excited to see what this Wallace State team does against Indian Hills.
Absolutely. And, going back to P.J. Eason, the most impressive big that we saw today, a physical specimen, all of 6'8", 6'9", however many pounds Julius Peppers weighs, he's probably somewhere about there. And he played 37 minutes tonight.
Yeah, what's his stat line? He had 12 rebounds, 5 offensive rebounds, 4 assists, no turnovers, 4 block shots. I mean, he may have been kind of your surprise honey chipotle chicken dipper player of the day.
Absolutely, 100%.
Absolutely. So let's a quick
He's
recap.
a triple dipper of his own self.
Absolutely. So our winners today, we have Walters. Good day for teams with W's. Walters, Cali, Panola, Trinity Valley, Odessa, and Wallace State. Those are your winners today. We have 6 games on the slate tomorrow. The end of the first round of 24, I guess we would call it. We have Connor State versus Moberly, followed by Hutch, Salkehatchie. Then we get into the Sweet 16 games. Brandon, any final closing thoughts on a first day of the national tournament?
I'm not sure if we could go back and pick the winners of this 5-6 times over, that we would have necessarily come up with this mix. But what I will tell you is where those upsets happen, the Walter State, the Wallace State, those teams can really, really play. That was maybe the most impressive thing that I saw, was that they look like they belong. It's not just, they hit a bunch of shots and, it got weird and they pulled an upset. They look like they really, truly belong, and that was what was super cool about this. And what I'm hoping maybe we're going to see more of going forward in the new modern recruiting era, that these junior colleges, these high school kids have nowhere to go. They're going to end up in junior college, and we're going to really, really see that junior college product continue to grow and get better.
The great reminder, great junior college basketball being played all over the country, and tomorrow, no exception. We have 6 great games on the slate for tomorrow. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to ESPN Plus, where you can watch all of the games streamed live. It's a good night from Nick and Brandon at the Hutchinson Sports Arena. Have a great evening, and we'll have a great basketball day tomorrow.